be removed into a corner anymore. So you niggas that have the mentality, oh, you don't need to go out, you're pushing yourself in the corner. The scriptures say that thy teacher shall not be removed into a corner anymore, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So
who's been seeing you, Yeshaya?
Yeah, who's been seeing? Yeah, well, Yeshaya.
Or even Lahab. Lahab's still making them weak ass videos
in the corner,
but they don't even show. He don't even show his face, man.
Yeah, in the corner,
like 20 views on it.
Yeah,
Nate pops up every once in a while.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, but Yeshaya, cats like that, you guys are in the corner. The prophecy
Yohana
says,
ain't out there, man.
Yeah, Yohana is in the corner.
You should see that, man. Yeah. You should see that. What? Yeah. Give me Tazariak, give me a scripture where your head man, but pursuant to the scriptures, don't have to go out no more.
Yeah.
You know?
Even Yahushua, even Yahushua and the 12 went out.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
And here's the prophecy: yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore. So we're supposed to be out there, but thine eyes shall see thy teachers. So part of the reason we're out in the streets is so the world can see the teachers, who the teachers of the scriptures really are, who the teachers the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua have blessed with the knowledge.
That's it.
With the truth.
That's right. I got something. It said, this is Luke 14 and 16, right? It says, then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many. So this is the great supper. And the people that's going to be invited to that great supper is us. It's, in other scriptures, is referred to as a wedding, right? It says 17, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. In other words, it's time to don't be thinking about what you're going to do. I'm going to wait till the Most High come tell me what to do. Nigga, you supposed to know what to do, man. It says 18, it says, and they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have brought a piece of ground or a house, whatever, and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. 19, and another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee, have me excused. You got to put the emphasis in it, you know. 20. It says, and another said, and we done seen this hundreds of times, man. Guys like that with their excuses and shit. And another said, I have married a wife. That's number one. That's the one, man, that gets you that woman. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. 21. So that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly unto the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor. Another word for poor is a bum, right? Yeah. Most High was looking for bums, right? Yeah, bumalites. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment. Let me read that again. 21. It says, so that servant came and showed his Lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor, and the maimed, and the halt, and the blind. In other words, the lowest of society. So if you want to call us bums, I'll take that as a compliment, man. Okay? It says 22, and the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. So they need more people. 23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges. That's the streets. That's the streets. Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. So that's what we're doing. Something that Yeshai is not doing, something that Gazak is not doing, something that Yohanan is not doing, something that Yeshua is not doing, something that Ariah is not doing. Now, Nate is calling himself doing it, but you know what he does? He brings him in there and he said, well, we don't know the name of the Lord. Or there's no law that you got to know the name of the Lord. He's going off. All right? That's what he's doing it for the money. It says that my house may be filled, right? 24. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. That's the deliverance and the kingdom. Ultimately, you're going to come into the kingdom, but you ain't going to taste of the deliverance. That's right, the first resurrection. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Okay? And 25, and it said, and there went great multitudes with him. And he turned and said unto them, and that goes into something else. You know what? I might want to read down some more.
I look up that word streets and lanes.
If I may say, Elder Ta'ar mentioned when he was reading the scripture,
Gotta read on.
He mentioned the word compel. And I looked that word up in the Greek.
That's a powerful word.
That's a powerful word. See, you got to look for those power. There's some words when you read the scripture that jumps out at you and give you a left hook.
Even Father Karras, and that's his name in the Exorcist.
It's the power. Holy water. It's the power of Christ that compels you. The power of Christ. The power of Christ compels you. 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 The power of Christ compels you.
The Father was his name. Karras,
Yeah, I believe
Karras?
so. I don't
Yes,
remember.
yeah, right. He said, the power of Christ compels you. The
Compel,
power
man.
of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. He used Christ. You know?
Compulsion.
Compulsion. Yep.
Yeah, there's certain.
You looked it up?
No, yeah, I looked it up.
Hey,
I was.
into it.
Yeah. Hey, there's certain words when you read the scripture, which is built upon words. There's certain words among the scripture that jumps up at you, and knocks you out, man. You know, gives you a left hook, and that's one of the words, compel. You look it up in the Greek. The word there's anankazo. It says to necessitate, compel, drive to, constrained by force, threats. So, hey, whatever it takes when we're out there teaching, whatever it takes, man. You know, and eventually if the person's of the elect, they're going to come in anyway, by permission, entreaties by other means. So this is one of the reasons why we're out in the street, man, to compel the members of the elect to come into the truth, come into the knowledge.
That's heavy, man. 26, it says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother, they should put Aunt in there. Aunt Bessie should be up in there.
Yeah.
Cause Aunt Bessie Ballou sealed your fate for you, man. She tapped that last nail into your coffin. Cause my man, you were not gonna make it, my man.
You ain't gonna make it.
You know, I can honestly say that you were not gonna make it, man. Okay, and you're mad. And mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yeah, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple. So when you jump up and say, who's going to go out there in the brick cold? Well, the Lord told you to go out there in the brick cold, man, to prove your faithfulness to him, man. Hey, like, I'm going to give you a little story, man. My wife is in the hospital, and she stayed, and I came to my house, and the dogs were there, right? And you know what, man? Now her daughter's there. Them dogs stay right in the main door all night long, not sleeping. So that's faithfulness, man.
Damn.
That's faithfulness. That's why you read about Caleb, Aaron and Caleb. They said Aaron and Caleb had Joshua and Caleb, all right, that they had to stay of the 12 spies. And the other spies said, no, we can't defeat them. They're too strong for us, this, that, and the other. And they said, no, they're ready to be taken down. Now, when you look up the word Caleb is from the Hebrew, which means the so-called Hebrew, which means dog. And the reason why that was an omen, and the reason why he was given that name, because dogs are faithful, man.
Right.
And they showed you that in that movie Gladiator.
Yeah.
Remember when they were fighting against the Germanic, the barbarians, the Germanic barbarians, and this guy, what's the guy? The main Maximus. He was fighting. He had a German Shepherd with him, and the German Shepherd was right on his side fighting the Germanic tribes, man.
Attacking.
And a dog will die to save his master, man. So we're like the dog. We're like the dogs, the faithful dogs of the Most High, man.
Yep. Oh,
If it's cold, we deal with the cold.
that's right.
If this happened, we deal with it, man. We don't make excuses, man.
Yep.
This is a war, man. The Most High ain't